Good morning, Harald.
Good
How
morning,
are you?
Christina. Very well.
Take a seat.
My pleasure being here. Thank you so
At
much.
our sofa of wisdom, as I call it, because we have lots of experts here on stage, on site. So,
Yep.
SPS, day 3, a lot of questions I think have been asked. How do
Right.
you sense it here?
I mean, it's a great event again, as we always do as Siemens, and it is really, I think, with the learning topic that we are having here, we really hit the nail. We have so much good customer talks, highly appreciated.
Perfect. So, Harald, what are the main challenges which we, Siemens, as a learning provider, so a training academy as we call it, are currently facing in the market?
Well, the one is the megatrends, what we call them, with mainly globalization, digitalization, but also for training it is some more, which is changes in the learning culture and in the learning habits. That was, of course, also triggered during the pandemic time. But then we also have the aging workforce as well as the shortage of skilled workers that are affecting us, and that really creates some hassle in the industry, where we then provide the trainings to help out of that.
But how do the trends actually affect the training?
I mean, for instance, taking the digital transformation as an example, fast development of new technologies is one of the topics there. So a lot of new stuff is coming in. So how to cope with all these new things is really the question for a lot of the enterprises. But then also the learning habits, what I mentioned, is the new learning possibilities has come up. You want to be, let's say, informed about what you need at the time on demand. That has changed. But also then on the learning culture, we see there is a huge demand of integrating it during the daily work. Not learning in advance, having it at the time where you need it. And the best is, the problem occurs what you don't know, and you go online and you find what you need and you can learn.
This is kind of like how we do all things nowadays. So how can you cater for all these challenges then?
We had developed a lot of, let's say, new, I would call it training formats. Not so much about the content, but new training formats. And there we're dividing it in two, let's say, areas. The one is the product-oriented trainings that we have for the DI products. And the other one is the plant-specific. That has a different approach and also different usage, what we're doing there. Looking to the product-specific trainings, that is, as I said, for the DI products, with different levels, from beginners, medium to expert, that we are providing in traditional classroom trainings, but also online. So that is all with a trainer, with a teacher. So, and then we have quite new, I would say, is what we call the DI learning platform for digital learning, which is completely self-paced learning. And in between, we have a combination of both, where we have some parts are self-paced learning, but you still have kind of a coach in a virtual classroom that helps you. And then the last one is for the plant-specific, what is a really customized solution then for the needs, which is based on a digital twin of the machine or of the line.
So you mentioned DI learning, DI products. I mean, the portfolio of DI is huge. So that must be a massive amount of training what you're offering then.
It is, absolutely. So 300 different courses are there, mainly with 3 levels. So from basic, advanced, expert level. But then we also do vertical combination out of that. That really fits then to individual vertical industries. Taking, for instance, here our showcase from the batteries as well. So specific on what kind of technology is used there. And that then sums up in what we call the learning path. That also is done for different personas. Might it be a service technician? Is it an engineer? Is it a programmer? So what is it? So different combinations of these 300 offerings we are having then suit then the particular need of this individual.
Okay. So and beside of this, you mentioned plant-specific courses. What do we offer there?
So the plant-specific, what we call is the virtual training solution.
Yes.
Based on a digital twin of the line or of the machine. And there we have also kind of gamification put in. So it's really then you have a kind of a competition also. How fast you do this virtual training in the right way without any errors. So you have a track record and also.
Is it really that all those students, so to say, they kind of try to reach the best results?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that is highly tailor-made to the machine, to the purpose of what should be trained. Should be maybe an operator be trained on how to operate a machine, or should the service technician be trained on what maintenance needs to be done? For instance, if you have to whatever maintenance cases like changing a filter or something like that. Yeah, that is then also particular one training for that.
Reaching for records. We might call out a competition to have our customers there and send their best trainees to compete to get an award. Now, considering all these influences which you mentioned from outside, what's the biggest game changer for the new learning formats for the future?
I think what we saw over the years is that the importance of lifelong learning is something that really is understood and is really in all the industries. You hear that from the customers, from the big enterprises, that it's really at their mind right now. And with that, the demand of integrating this learning in the everyday has also increased. And that means we are saying always what you need, when you need, and where you need it. And that is, of course, also strongly influenced from our, let's say, more consumer sector. You know, these DIY videos, where you go maybe on one of these platforms and you search for how to maintain your lawnmower. You click on it, you look the video, and then you go out and do it. And similar expectations are now also in the industry. You have an issue, how to solve it. You need to have some knowledge about here and there, and you go online on the platform, you find it, you click on it, you do the training, maybe just a nugget, 1 hour or whatever, or even less, and then you have all the information you need.
I mean, this is amazing, and we all know that in COVID times, I think it started, that we started Googling to do it ourselves because we could not call any craftsmen to come and support us. Yeah. And I had no idea that we actually do that as Siemens as well. So you mentioned globalization, digitalization. How can Siemens training facilities support our customers in these regards?
Well, the learning that we are offering equips the employees with the skills and the knowledge that they need to adapt to this digital transformation. With that, the workforce remains tech savvy, and they can harness with that the digital tools that are coming now into these plants with all this digital stuff that is coming, digital twin, whatever we have there. So that is how we can contribute to that.
In regards of globalization, for example, we had Coca-Cola or BMW Group here yesterday. Yeah. They were talking about lots of factories all over the globe. How do we take care of that? So
160 training locations globally in 60 countries. So we can cover for classroom trainings a lot. Globally, but also then with the digital training offerings. I mean, the digital training is on a platform that is global anyhow, that there are no more borders anymore. And with the virtual classroom that is embedded there, then we also have really a cross-border collaboration where then the enterprises also bring together employees from different countries into one virtual classroom.
So talking about the duration of such a training, is that like a 1 week or?
That is they have a highly variance. It depending always on what are the needs. It can start from the online training a couple of hours or even an hour, and it can durate with the learning journey, for example, up to 6 weeks, where you have then a portion that is on-demand self-learning. You do that when you have the time, on the online platform, and then you have some fixed points where you still have a coach that help you, that guides you, and you have this virtual classroom where you also can chat with the others that are doing the same class, the same course at the time, how far they are already in the process, and maybe they have solved an issue already, and then they can exchange and you can help each other in this virtual classroom.
Which is great. So they fit into the employee's schedule and not vice versa. Yeah. So increasing gap of skilled workers, also increased demand of knowledge. How do we support our customers here?
What we implemented there is what we call the analysis, skills-based analysis. What we do, so we help the customer to understand what is the level of the workforce today, what do they have, and what would they need tomorrow and the day after. Coming always these new digital trends, mainly by the machine builders coming into the plant. What is it? Gap analysis. Based on the gap analysis, we offer a learning path, a recommendation, which steps and which training should be used for the employees on the shop floor to bring them to this level what they need.
So in regards of advantages which our customers can get, what do we have?
I mean, as Siemens, we are the one that are producing all these products, right? So we have the deepest knowledge of all of them, and the training organization is close linked to the tech BUs where these products are being built. We're doing this since more than 30 years already, yeah? So there's a huge experience on how to do it, or how to train it. Yeah? And of course, we always listen carefully to the customers, to the participants as well. What is their feedback about this training? What do they expect? We are in discussion now also with P&O, HR departments on what they see as a need in their company on qualification, education of the people. And that we bring together and we improve the portfolio, we improve the training offerings. And the integration in a learning classroom in the platform is also helping a lot there. Yeah?
So what is Siemens' plan for the future in regards of adapting for new requirements?
Yeah, that is something that I think is also quite common now. We are going with partners now, not only developing our own stuff, yeah, because we need to have more content that we can develop on our own, which is maybe not related directly to our product, but is around that. Yeah? For instance, if you talk about cybersecurity, yes, we have a lot of stuff, but also there's more around, which is required for the plants. Or if you look into the battery industry, also there is a lot of knowledge needed for these mega investments that we're seeing globally. So there also we increasing our own content with partners that have already this content. We bring that together on one platform, and then for the customer, they can purchase everything out of one hand, and it fits perfectly together.
Comprehensive offering, what we are really providing for our customers. Yeah. Can you summarize it?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a lot of information.
That was a lot. Exactly. So, learning has become really one of a strategic lever that empowers the employee to adapt and innovate and also drive this innovation in this challenging with the digital transformation. So at the end, I always call it has become really a fundamental component of success for this dynamic business environment that we're having today.
Awesome. I mean, I could not have said that better. So for everyone who is motivated to look up some trainings, where do they have to go for? Where can they find a summary of what you just said?
A summary of you find very easy on the webpage. If you go siemens.com/ctrain, then you enter already the store, or you go also maybe over there on the booth. Yeah, we are there with both our offerings, the portfolio-oriented as well as the product-oriented. So please have a look there.
Perfect. What's your favorite training?
The vertical training solution with the goggles. So,
ooh, okay. We're going to see that there as well. Okay, then we definitely want to do that. A big round of applause for you, Harald. Thank you for coming here, volunteering to be the first one on the day.
Thank you.
Thank you. All the best. Bye-bye.